Mr. WingsOfRedemption, how you doing, my man? Exposing Wings of Redemption lie after lie. No, I was having a good day till Mr. WingsOfRedemption came in here and threatened to take my job from me again. And I was playing outside with this kitten, and I just watched a video, Kittens and Caboodles, and it told me kittens always land on their feet. So I took this cat and I kept throwing him up to see if he'd land on his feet. Well, eventually the cat broke its neck. And I'm basically trying to instill dominance over the kittens in our yard because I kind of grew up as a, I grew up as a single child for a while because I lived with my grandparents a little bit when I was young, and I was bored, so I was outside. I was shooting basketball, and this cat comes along. We had these 5-gallon buckets. My grandpa was a heavy-duty mechanic, so he'd always have these big 5-gallon buckets for they used to ship oil in or do other stuff with it. And he'd like clean them out and use them for like containers and stuff. So I took a 5-gallon bucket, and I was like, bloop. I caught you, cat. Like I called him like he was in jail or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I got you, cat. What you gonna do about it now? And I would like peek in there and stuff like that. And I basically I left the bucket on top of him because the cat couldn't move the bucket. I would go and I'd like find him a stick. I'd put it in there because because it wasn't like pretending. I was actually like, this is my pet. He's in the cage. And young me didn't put two and two together. Like living things need oxygen. And I knew I couldn't leave the cat in there. But I went and got him sticks and stuff like that, and I pretended with him, kind of like a lonely little person would do. And they'd put somebody like criminally insane if they weren't 5 years old, pretending that a stick was like a chew toy for a cat or something like that. So I named the cat in the whole nine, and I kind of got called into dinner at the time, and I forgot all about the cat, and I went and ran in to eat dinner. And after I got done with dinner, I went and played some video games, and I kind of forgot about the cat altogether. And he ended up dying under there, and I didn't realize it till like years later, because it was years went by before I actually realized I left the cat under there. I think I was like 14 at the time, so it was like 5 or 6 years before I moved that bucket again. It didn't click with me that the cat wouldn't be able to breathe. It just didn't pop in my head. I was young, I was impressionable, and I didn't mean to leave it there anyway. I kind of forgot.
Bro, you killed cats? Bro, come on!
I killed a cat when I was like 5. I left I was playing peekaboo with a cat, and I left him under a bucket and go in to eat. I forgot all about him. These guys are talking about that cat story I did when I was fucking 5. And then I was a 5-year-old dude. Everybody's picking on me about this bucket thing. You gotta understand, I was like age 5 when that happened, and I didn't mean for it to happen that way. It's just something that did happen. I have nothing like that towards animals. I love animals. When I was 5, I was playing peekaboo with a kitten, and I got called into dinner, and I forgot about the kitten, and I left it under something. That's the cat killer thing, all right? Let's let you live that up the entire life. Yeah, and it ended up killing the cat, and I didn't realize it until like years later.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Jesus Christ.
Well, how's that any different than running over possum? There are domestic cats, but like this was not a domesticated cat. I didn't kill it on purpose. And I wanted to rename Grayson Bucket, just because people tell me that fucking story all the time. See, like in a fun world, I could do that, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you fucked up, and you're trying to make the best out of it. But like, we don't live in that fun world. What's up, Imp Herd? You killed a cat by trapping under the bucket. Is that true? Dude, I didn't kill the cat on purpose. I'm not even gonna talk about that shit.
Remember when you killed that cat and then you were talking to someone?
I didn't actually do that. That's a story that I said on PKA.
So you didn't break a cat's neck or trap a cat under a bucket?
Didn't do none of that. All shock value. It was all stuff I made up when I was young to make myself seem more interesting.
At SC01 super chatted $9.99. Time to lighten things up with comedy. Why did the dog cross the road? to escape Wings chasing him with a bucket.
Yeah.
Is that an eating dogs joke? What
Why
does that
did your
mean?
dad go get milk to escape your mother? You should have been on a mattress, you mug. Like, dude, that story, I was 5, motherfucker. 5. It was a mistake telling that story.
In a fun world, I could do that, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you fucked up, and you're trying to make the best out of it. But like, you know, we don't live in that fun world. Mr. Yellow Dick Swagger, shut the fuck up. Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.